Right, hello everyone. Welcome to Wheelspin Racing League's second round of the season with France. Who chose to do France the day after they knocked England out of the World Cup? That's just horrendous. Mind you, aren't the owners French in this league? I can't remember. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, hello Glitch and hello Matex. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. And, look forward to this. It's hey Checo. Just while we're waiting, actually, I'll catch us up with what happened last week because I didn't stream last week. So um, if I can find it at all. Right then. Well, it's not CPD orderly finished in the first race. So, well, Supply Raptor then won the first race, which I'm trying to work out from the flag. I think it was Hungary. So Supply Raptor won and tops the table. Gary was second, Matex third. So there are our podium guys. Then we had Kermit in fourth, Glitch fifth, Emmett sixth, Checo in seventh. Good start to the season, Checo, nice. Piccoloco in eighth, Ghost Rider ninth, Mr. Heat Gang in 10. And then, is that it for the points? It is, yeah. So that was it for the points. So I won't go through the rest. So that means for the constructors, we had Alpine get off to a blistering start with 38, Williams on 25, Red Bull 18, then 8 for Mercedes, 6 for McLaren, 4 for Ferrari, 2 Alpha Tauri, and 1 for the mighty Alfa Romeo. So that catches us up. So as usual, it's a full qualifying followed by a 50% race. And as I say, we are at France. Paul Ricard circuit. Thing I never understand actually. I don't get at all as somebody who drives and commentates is the vast majority of drivers seem to dislike this circuit, and I don't know why. I have absolutely no. I certainly don't dislike the circuit. I actually think it's quite fun. Plenty of overtaking opportunity around here. So I really don't know why people don't like it, but they don't seem to. Um, and I can't actually think of any particular reasons. So um, yeah, so it seems to be a driver's pet hate, this circuit, but actually for us as people watching, um, it's normally one of the best races of the season. So it's usually a fantastic race to watch. So I'll be looking forward to it. It's say it provides plenty of overtaking opportunity. It usually provides a spin or two. So yeah, Q1 in a way. At the moment, we've got the 15 drivers, so no one will actually be eliminated as it stands from Quali 1. So whether they'll just be doing a lap to save their setups and then retire out so we can get on with Q2, or whether they'll use it as a bit of a practice session, or whether we got some more that may be joining in during Quali. So we'll have to see. As soon as one joins, that's it. It's game on for that final spot. Look at that. Hell Blake joins. Hell Blake has joined. I don't know if that's somebody who's actually racing in WRL or just a random that's joined the lobby, but oh, Kermit's joined as well, and that's definitely a full-time driver. So he was fourth last week. So that means potentially then we've got 17 in already. Just a couple of stragglers. So we're on with Hammy at the moment. He was first out on track to start his out lap, so obviously we'll be first to start the hot lap as well. And we'll see how he gets on. One of the resident fast drivers. This league is full of fast drivers, to be fair. So, as I am very much finding out myself now that I drive in this league as well as commentate. I drive on Saturday nights at 10 PM. Unfortunately, at the moment we don't have a streamer for it, so it's, but I've enjoyed doing it so far. I've done four or five races, or 3 or 4 races. I can't remember. It's one or the other. How many started this lap? Well, obviously, as we know, it's just about getting through the Q2. You don't have to set any inhuman times or anything like that. It's just get yourself through the Q2, sit back and relax. You're supposed to see so many yellow rim tyres. How many is on the yellow rim tyres and the mediums? I still don't get that. I still nobody has explained to me why they use the mediums in qualifying. I only have to see. I'll have the set of mediums there to use, but I don't use them. I've saved them so they're available as a fresh set for the race. I don't know. Each to their own, I guess. So, hey Grezza, everyone hates rants. See what I mean? Snap. See what I mean? Well, everybody hates rants now, especially after last night. Everybody definitely hates rants now, but yeah, it's in my league as well, Grezza. In Arc, it's France week this week. This week coming up is France week. Oh, don't know what we've done to deserve it. I blame the guy who did the fixtures in Arc. I've already told, or the calendar, or whatever you want to call it. Told him you should have known that was going to happen and not put France there, even if you did do the calendar weeks ago. He has a little spin there, but he's already got his time on the board anyway. 132.153. Glitch 32.708. While Ghost Rider has done 33.606. And Drummy on his way into the final corner. To the line 134.051. Puts in P4. Where's Matex? Matex, one of the very fast drivers in the league. I definitely know that from trying to keep up with him on a Saturday night. So it's one of those leagues. It's inundated with them, really. So. We got them into the pits. Any of those cars down there? Who was that? Oh, that's Matex again. Back to him. Looked to me like that was his teammate that got him off track. Whether that was just to let him through or not, I don't know. But well, we are up to 16 then, so who's the... Is it Kermit that's joined? Yeah, Kermit has joined. Whoever that other guy was that joined the lobby hasn't taken a car, so I assume he wasn't... I assume then that he was just a random. So anyway, Matex did go fastest on a 31.161. These times at the moment not at all impressive. It's got to be a lot faster going on than this before the end of the qualifying session, I'll assure you of that. But again, as Nunes goes 5th in the Merc. Yeah, as I said, so it's just the first session. It's just about to get him through. As it stands right now, only one driver is going to drop out. As we have a little spin there from Harry. Straight into the pits after. Maybe he was going into the pits in a way, actually seems to be pretty wide, so I think it might have been. Let's go to A new driver actually for me. He may have been here last week, I don't know, but for me, I've not seen him before. So Zachman. Zachman or Zachman. 2211. That's the last 4 digits for his phone number. If you can work the rest out, you can have a date. So, across the line, 32.319 puts in P4. Good lap. Who was that having a little spin round? That was Nunez. As CSRZP joins. Matex retired from the session, has also done enough, so retired in the pits. Somebody else is going across the... Oh well. What's Drummy doing there? Is he up to no good? I will catch you out. If you're doing naughty things, I will catch you out. And I definitely seems to be cutting corners there. Different leagues, different rules. I know at least 2 leagues I'm in. I think 3 actually that I'm in will penalise you. In fact, they'll give you a qualifying ban for cutting corners during qualifying to get through, to get round to the pits quicker. So, right. So I'll move Kermit here. So clearing on the lap. I don't think that Ferrari looks like it's going very fast either, quite frankly. So that's a different Ferrari. This is Zusi's on an out lap. So that Ferrari was Piccoloco. Late safety car, they want a fresh soft. Oh, right, okay. Well, I managed to do both breads. I managed to hold the mediums back and keep a set of fresh softs. That's just why I don't normally... That's why I never get pole. Piccoloco then crosses the line on his mediums and goes P5 for the moment. Should see him safely through. Kermit's first lap was a 144, so definitely need another one. Well, we did see him move out of the way of that Ferrari mine, so... Right, anybody else a bit closer? Who's that? That was Chico. Lindsay McLaren. And Hammy teammates. Should be a good team on paper. Mr. Consistent Checo. And, Hammy, inconsistent but very quick. So... bring home those big results while Checo hammers away at getting the good results. Keeps bringing home the points week after week sort of thing. Checo across the line now, 33.3, puts him in P8. So again, should be safely through. Place just on that lap. Harry. Right, Harry. Oh yeah, I say that every week. I can't stop saying that. Anybody don't know what that impression was, it's Frank Bruno. And if you don't know who Frank Bruno is, you're way too young. Stop listening. He was a boxer, and he used to do the adverts, the television adverts for HP Sauce. And in these television adverts, he used to go, "Alright, Harry." Like that. So, anyway, Harry crosses the line and goes P7. What am I going on about? CS... I can't actually read that. No, it's a terrible... CSRZP, I think it is. Oh, I can read it better in the top corner, actually. Yeah, CSR2P, I think, actually, rather than ZP. Or it might be ZP. Hammy retires. That's in the pits again, so just happy that he's through. And into the final sector. This long sweeping right-hander. I love this corner actually. I don't think there's any other corner that just like that in the calendar. I know you've got the right-hander, the sweeping right-hander. It's USA, but it's not quite the same. It's a one of a kind, that corner. So here he comes in. CSR. See. Can manage, goes P11 on a 33-1. Ghost Rider heading round. Not that Ghost Rider, Grezza, it's a different Ghost Rider. It's not the Ghost Rider you know. There are two of them. He goes slightly quicker. Stays P13, but slightly quicker. That was Drummy, who's just leapt up to P11. Went a full second quicker than his PB. Into place has invalidated. So I raced last night at Zandvoort with these guys and had an absolutely superb battle with Winter Place. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Gary as well, the three of us were within a second of each other basically for half the race. It was a really enjoyable one. Oh well, Blake's joined as well. He did finally get into a car. He's El Blakeo. He's out in the pits, so I won't spend too long on him. Drummy we've just seen finish a lap. And CSR. Ghost Rider. Any chance of an improvement here? Quite catches sets a 2 time. Round a couple of laps now on these mediums, so he may be on his way into the pits here. To see maybe his last opportunity to pit. I'm not sure. I can't actually see the time in the top corner, so yeah, 3 minutes. So oh, I missed the pit lane by some way there. Be careful. I mean, say it's different leagues, different rules, and all that sort of thing. But again, pit lane entry around here is something that you'll find is different in each league, and some won't really care. They'll just say, yeah, you just enter the pits how you want. You can really fly into the pits around here if you do that. But other leagues will say, no, you've got to enter the pits correctly, otherwise you will receive a penalty again. So Baz in a way heads to the line and improves by 4 attempts. That puts him up into P13 and a bit safer, ahead of Checo and Ghost Rider, who I think are going to need to come out again. They're both in the safe zone at the moment, but well, surely Winter Place will come out again. He knows he's surely, well, yeah, Winter Place is quick enough. He knows he just needs to get a clean lap on the board, and he'll be through. Also, I don't know El Blakeo, so yeah, there's Winter Place. And there's Checo. Ghost Rider. I think it's left it too long. I don't think... If he hits the button now, it's too late. Oh, there he is, actually. Well, I didn't see him coming out. But it appears that Blakeo hasn't come out. So actually, Winter Place needs to get that clean lap on. And then Checo and Ghost Rider are going to be fighting to not be the one other driver that goes out. But El Blakeo is out. He will not have, if he hits the button now, definitely not have enough time to get round. So let's come down to these guys that are sort of vying not to be the other driver out in Q1. There's only one Ghost Rider. I just tell you, mate, there's definitely two. I don't know this Ghost Rider. He's never said a word to me, this Ghost Rider. He never speaks. The other Ghost Rider don't shut up. It's incredible. Baz there is invalidated, so that's his last attempt as well at improving. So come round to who's first. Well, the thing is, Winter Place is going to be first across the line. We will go with him. But also, we don't have a... It's not set a time yet, so we haven't got anything... to sort of compare it to, so... Yes. DRS is working alright. That's open. Down to this. We're taking a perfect, lovely stroll, Sunday afternoon stroll, all along that straight, and then some idiot stuck a chicane in the middle of it. More retirements going on. It's just coincidental that there was a yellow flag on the track at the same time. That wasn't for the retirement. Most likely it was probably someone that's run out of fuel. Happens quite a bit in qualifying. A nice lap here from Winter Place, I think. It's going to see him through very easily. But I think loads more time left in him as well, though, because he's not really attacking the corners that hard. Just making sure, getting the time on the board to put him through. Checo improving. Heads down to the line. Oh, doesn't improve. 10.5 down. So Ghost Rider is improving. And I think this is going to knock Checo out. Ghost Rider was half a second up. We'll see it when the position comes up. 10th for Ghost Rider, so that will have knocked Checo out. Get the confirmation now. Went right the way down to the last man across the line, which is always good. We won't worry about the guys at the top, they don't matter at this point. But yeah, we do. So El Blanco never got a time on the board. And Checo, unfortunately, pit to the post there by Ghost Rider, who went up to P10. But it's bad. And yeah, the improvement that Checo... Sorry, I don't want to rub salt into the wings, Checo, but the improvement that Checo was showing in Sector 2, if he'd have matched his Sector 3, it would have seen him through ahead of Baz, but not to be on this occasion. But I know I probably say this every race, but it is one of those races, France, that quite frankly, see what I did there. Quite frankly, starting at the back here isn't the worst thing in the world. I think I'd rather start at the back here than qualify midfield in a way. It's too much danger. The first sector around here is absolutely manic, and it's all tight turns and not much space. So in the first sector, so yeah, starting at the back isn't the worst thing in the world around here. That's all I'll say. So. I'm sure Checo will do very well in the race. Oh, what's happened? Have I been kicked from the session or something? I think I have.
Why didn't he have the grey horse? His?
Yeah, I've been kicked from the session, guys, so I'm just going to reload. Just give it a moment. At least I haven't shut the stream down. That's always a bonus when it doesn't do that. There we he is. Bill Dillon himself. Best teammate a man can ask for, Bob. Come on, let's get us in. Failed to join the session. Give me that. Uh-huh. There we go. Oh, I've pressed join. Damn it, damn it. I'm gonna have to leave. Gonna have to leave the wrong button, and it's I can check who's invited me. That's very kind. I'll join off of that now. Yeah, if I'd carried on that, I pressed the wrong button, and it would have given me a car. You have to press Y to spectate. See. Otherwise, it gives you a car when the race starts. As much as I'd love a car, it's not what I'm here for. Come on. Doesn't like me now, look, so I left the game while it was loading. It's going to take ages to do the communicating with online services now. Or not that long, actually, so alright, fair enough. Right then, so Checo's invite. Thank you very much, Checo. Ooh. Right, and press Y. There we go. Did it right this time. Well done. Right, what we missed. Who's doing what? Oh, well, Matex is driving across the outside of the track. What's going on there? No, Matex is fastest at the moment on 31.0. And just be given a tow to Piccoloco. Why is he doing that then? The Piccoloco's invalidated anyway, so that was no use to him whatsoever. Why would Matex be doing that for Piccoloco? Piccoloco really doesn't need the help, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, Drummy's in P4, Nunez, oh, there's a little spin there, but he's in P5 at the moment. Second little spin we've seen of his tonight. Gets it back going. I like it. Ghosted car, but he waited for the car to go past. That's what he should do. That's what we like to see. Generally better if you drive on the track, that's it. Between the white lines. That's the way to go. That's the way forward. Anyway, let's get started to someone who hasn't set a time yet. So CSR is coming out the final corner now. It's a line 132.9. That puts him into P6. Winter Place is on his way. 132.9 as well. Puts him P8. Hello. A little bit of friend time there. Kermit is invalidated. Silly frog. Back to Piccoloco, who's started another lap now. Oh, that silly Matex has got out of his way. Ooh, tried to take him there. He just caught the inside curve, didn't he? And to be fair, you can usually use the curves quite safely around there, but it definitely pulled him across. You could really see it. He saved it. And I would have thought he'd just carry on with the lap. He looks like he's carrying on with the lap. I don't think he'd back out for that. He's got enough in his locker anyway, his Piccolo coat. No one of the fast uns. Looking tidy. Otherwise, he is into the pits actually, so he does back out on pits. I still thought he could finish the lap, to be fair, but fancy it. The yellow flag, so I won't go to that driver. Stick here with Glitch. So. Mamma mia. Hello, Illy. Hello, runner. Thank you for joining. I can't, unfortunately, I can't share it in the, I usually share this in ARC, but I can't do it because I haven't got my permission sorted out yet. I did try to. It didn't let me. So, Glitch flying for the line, but it's not a good time. 1:36.543. He's going to have to substantially quicker than that to get through. Hammy. So the last corner now. You open up the DRS, you'll see the sign on the left hand side, but the line's just before the sign. I don't know why that's designed like that. I'm sure there's a reason for that. It's 1:31.6 from Ham. He puts him into P2 once more, so a bit like yeah, same order there as first session. So back to Glitch, see if we can improve this time. Looking up towards the end of sector 2. Yeah, 3.25 seconds up, so whatever problems he did have on the last lap, it was obviously before this point. You know what I mean about this course? It's nowhere near, it's nothing like that. The same as that right-hander in USA. It's completely unique, that right-hander. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite corners, it really is. It's a double apex sort of thing, and there's plenty of double apex corners around the calendar, but it's just, I don't know, something about that particular one I like. So here comes Glitch then, and it's a 31.995, puts me into P4, probably safe on that, but have to see anybody else. See how the boss man's getting on. Currently P11 on 33.841, so in saying that, I just missed the first sector, so I've got no idea if he's improving or not, but we'll find out again soon. Getting a little bit of a tow down here. Car had a little swerve about, some murk. I don't think he's doing Bob any favours there, to be honest. He should have just got out of the way on the first part of the straight, because I think he would have been distracting Bob there by messing about like that. So he wasn't doing any favours there. Very late apex on the left hand there. That's why I like France. See, it's got different things to it that you don't really see in other tracks. That's why I like it. Nobody likes that corner. I must admit, the final corner is a nightmare, and it could be better than that, I think. But anyway, Bob heads for the line, improves by 8.5 tenths, so a very good improvement. Fortunately, didn't gain him a place, but it's right on the cusp of winter place. Which starts to lap himself, actually. It's not, no, runner, it's a different Ghost Rider. It's actually Believe it or not, there are two. I'm getting deja vu here. I'm sure I just had this conversation with Kreza. No, it is a different Ghost Rider to the one that we know. Bob gives his teammate tow into place. Half a second up through sector 2. I must admit, I'm one of those people when a teammate says to me, "Do you fancy doing a tow on a straight?" I am one of those, I don't know, probably boring people to turn. I say, "No, I don't. No, please don't," because it puts me right off. It really does put me off. I don't think I've ever completed a lap where somebody tried to give me a tow on a straight without invalidating before. So I just, when somebody asks me now, I just say, "No, it's alright, don't worry about it, either get through or don't." Not that worried. 31.9 then from Windsor Place goes into P5. Again, I think that's probably safe. I think guys in the 31s are going to be safe here. So the times don't seem that competitive to me. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought we'd see a bit quicker than this by now, but unless my mind is just completely messed up on France, perhaps my memory is not serving me right. I know it was a lot quicker on last year's game than it is this year's, I know that, but Nunez in a way. Into the final corner. Manage 31.9, so goes P5. Those 31s are suddenly coming down lower, aren't they? 31.995 glitches in P7, so maybe it might not be so clear cut actually, because Kermit hasn't got a time on the board yet, and he's usually one of the fast guys, so I expect him to be up there. Zatman seems to do alright in Q1. I mean, I don't know, as a driver I don't know, but he definitely did alright in Q1. Same with Harry. I've seen Harry a few times, but I'm not too sure about his pace. So, yeah, Bob is out. Last we saw of Bob, he gave Winter Place a tow down the straight, so I don't know whether he just retired in pits or not, but anyway, Glitch retired from the session. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise there was only like 10 seconds left. Okay. Baz is backed out, and he should be okay. I think CSR proven through sector 1. So Drummy's finished, Ghost Rider's finished. So Drummy's on 32.757. That's the target at the moment. We'll stick here with CSR, but I think Kermit's just on his way through the final corner and heading for the line. Just keep an eye on that. And yeah, Kermit goes flying up to P4, so that knocks Drummy out, meaning that the target now has moved up to 32.4. Line, I think it's close. 32.3, I think that was good enough. Let's just wait for it to go. Yeah, P10. So, just about knocks out Ghost Rider. So in the end, yeah, CSR, there you have it, P10, just scraped through by just under half a tenth. 0.041. Doing that in the end. We will lose then. Zachman and Harry not getting laps on the board. Would have been good to see him get laps on the board, particularly Zachman. So I've not seen him drive a tool before, so would have been nice to see how he got on. But we'll see how he gets on in the race. We lose Bob Dylan, Drummy, and Ghost Rider, who are always knocking on the door of the top 10, always. So it's always a battle between these sort of certain drivers, and then you have a group that tend to always make it unless they have an accident or something. Which I think you'd probably say is the same as all leagues, really. You tend to have an elite group in every league. I think most leagues are divided into three. You tend to have your very quick guys, then your middle of the pack guys, and then your to say it politely, not so fast guys. That's what we need. So pole position shootout as Matex. You little legend, you. Oh, Grezza, I don't know if you're still out there or not, but can I just say thank you to you as well? I noticed I went on to what am I trying to say? I went onto Twitch on my laptop yesterday, I think it was, and noticed that you'd done a subscription like last week or something. So thank you very much for that, Grezza, and thank you, Matex. You awesome people. Sweet. That's whatever you say, Matex. Sweet. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, because I've never ever actually heard the guy say it, so. Right, so Matex is out first in a way, so he's not listening to me rambling on. He's out about to take pole position again. It's just a reminder, Matex is our champion from last season. Yeah, had a very good fight with TTV Glads, who just unfortunately towards the end of the season couldn't make the races, and it ruined the sort of very end of season battle. But ultimately Matex drove brilliantly for the whole season and very much deserved to be the champion. I am thinking, I'm gonna have to find a night where none of my leagues race, and I'm gonna have to pick the 6 fastest or something like that, or 5 fastest maybe. How many leagues am I in these days? Yeah, a lot more than 4, so 6, 7 or 8, something like that. Maybe if I picked 5 leagues, and then I'll have to get the 4 fastest out of each league and stick them all together in one league. Maybe races once a fortnight or something. Oh, ideas are flowing. Ideas are flowing. President, you go and nick that mine, I know you. Oh, Matex, go. He heard the idea and it flew off, made him fly off track. Absolutely blew his mind, and he flew off track. I've got absolutely no idea where he was. So, well, it's right to start. So, who's the McLaren? Oh my goodness, where is he? There. Nope, he's invalidated as well. That's Hammy. Ferrari. This is Zeus. Oh look, this league's even got the God of Gods driving in this one. The Greek God of Gods. Zeus, father of all. Don't beat him, because he will lightning your ass. Too yellow. Can ignore that. It's just one driver getting out of somebody else's way. Same with the yellow going on. It starts set to 3 now. The McLaren just getting out of somebody else's way. So then, Zeus, what sort of godly time are you going to set to start this session? 1:31.062. Very nice start to the session, actually. Let's get us underway. Winter place out of the final corner now. And he manages 1:32.264. Nunez, 32 flat exactly. As Winter place spins it round in turn 1 and 2. Ferrari, that's Loco's invalidated. Red Bull on its way to the end of the lap is Baz. Oh, I've just realised I haven't done a hilly hot lap, have I? So, let's see if we can do that. Who's that coming round? Is that CSR, the Haas? So, CSR is ZB, I'll do it with him. Them. Hammy, fortunately, is invalidated again. You are Matex just in front of CSR here on track, so you can watch the end of Matex's lap and then quickly shift to CSR for the hilly hot lap. Oh, Hammy's retired from the session, he's crashed. And start the set to 3. Surprise there, as Matex goes fastest, 1:30.891. Now we're getting to see the times that I was expecting a bit better. Here's a hilly hot lap then into turn 1, down to 4th on this occasion. Usually use 5th myself, gearing up to 6th through to turn 2 on the power all the way down to, I'm going to call it turn 3, I don't know if it is or not. Turn in, attack these curves, attack the court. You can really use the curves around the sector 1, so use them, not around here. Don't touch the curves on this corner. You can on the exit, absolutely fine. Get it on the power, open up your DRS, take it down to the chicane in the middle of the straight, so usually down to 4th for the first part, 3rd for the second. Get on the power as quick as you can, open up your steering, another long straight. The right-hander that we come up to now is just flat out, maybe a slight lift in the rain, depending on how heavy the rain is. So we have this lovely right-hander, double apex right-hander, late apex as well on the second apex. Comes into this left-hander, another late apex corner, down to 3rd or 4th. So late you take the apex, generally the better run you get out of the corner, which is the idea there. Late braking into this final, well, second last corner, and then the final corner, and a second. Open up steering as quick as you can, and get on the power, open up DRS. Don't think that was CSR's best lap, 1:33.2. Whether he could hear me and I was putting him off or not, I don't know, but certainly wasn't his best lap there, but get another go. Not got anyone to watch at the moment. We've got Lucy's invalidated. I don't know if he's going to head into the pits or... Yeah, into the pits he comes, so... Where's Zeus? What are you doing, Zeus? Is it the first lap? So yeah, this must be an 8 lap, surely. There we go. Stick with the man. Yeah, you can see difference, can't you, in the so the lap we just saw on the hilly hot lap, and then, you know, no offence to CSR, but see the difference in how much sort of tidier, smoother Zeus controls the car, and that's all lap time. Every time you take a little twitch on the steering wheel that you weren't meant to take, or correcting, it's all lap time that you've lost, and just didn't get a very good exit there, and that will have cost him a little bit. lost him all the way down the straight. So I think I lost him a couple of attempts in the end. So, use the outside curve there on the exit, but don't use too much. Basically, with any of these, if you touch the sausage part of the curve, it's going to throw you, so you've got to be careful. But at the same time, you can't let yourself be scared of using them, because that will cost you. So, through the final corner then, open up DRS. Looks a very good lap to me. Let's see if that turns into time, and it has. So it goes fastest, 1 minute 30.667. It is looking increasingly like it's between Zeus and Matex for pole. Hammy, of course, out, so otherwise I think he would have been fighting for it, but Loco's another one who potentially can. Let's see. So, head to the line now, and it's 31.285, so it goes comfortable in P3. Matex now very much in a Ferrari sandwich. Red Bull heading for the line. Baz, who improves by nearly 4/10 of a second, and that puts Baz into P5. Fine lap there from Baz. Nunez, 4 attempts up. There's a couple of drivers ahead of him actually. Kermit is here. I'm not sure who's that other driver. It's into place. Oh, my eyes are terrible. I can't tell from the track map who I'm looking at. Oh, for goodness sake, just pick one and stick with it. Nunez. Let's go with Nunez. So, heads across the line. 131.288. Goes P4. Just misses out on Loco by 0.003 of a second. Kermit put it into P5. Everybody's still going. CSR is still going. Who's the only one? Winter Place is still going. That's a nice angle there from Winter Place going through the final corner. I mean, he got full advantage though. He seemed to sort of, oh, what's the word? Sort of hesitate a little bit on the power, but a big improvement though. Does see him move up a couple of places to P6. Baz doing? Is he going to cross the line, but he's not improving. Okay, so CSR into the final corner. He was improving through sector 2. Where will this bumping up to? 131.9 puts him into P8, so gains 1 place. Matex has backed out. Anybody else? Kermit is the only one still out there, but we saw him back out earlier on, so that is it then. So we have Ferrari 1-3. Zeus takes pole. Matex P2. Just can make it exciting. Matex sandwiched between the two Ferraris. He's one of these. He gets off the line well though, does Matex, so he does a little spin for us. Yeah, he's definitely one of those drivers that gets off the line well, so he will be looking to have P1 by turn You will be looking to be P1 by turn 1, I can assure you that. But, there we have it. So, Zeus, Matex, Piccoloco. It's our top 3, and then go through the rest of the order. Nice. So, Nunez, P4, fantastic lap from Nunez. Another driver I've not seen before, so really good. In my eyes, debut, but it's the same. He might have driven last week for all I know. Kermit P5, Winter Place in 6, Glitch 7, CSR in 8, Baz in 9. Hammy, unfortunately, retiring in that session, but looks like he's got good pace for the race, and he will start P10. There's the... just in case they're wanted or anything like that. There it all is. Okay, guys, I can't remember if we actually get a break or not, so I'm going to quickly move and make myself a cup of coffee, so that I can at least be back for the start of the race, just in case it goes quickly. But I think they do take a little break. We'll be back in a minute anyway, so see you in a moment. Right, it's back, and you see the countdown is on, so we are heading straight in. So we've got the formation lap first. So, take a look at the tyres and strategy. There's not a huge amount you can really do strategy-wise around France. It's a pretty basic one-stop, either medium hard or hard medium. So one thing we do know about France is big, large runoff areas, so the safety car risk is reduced slightly around here. In the fact that there's every chance someone does retire, they're not deemed to be in a dangerous position, so that we don't get a safety car. And now I say that, we probably have 5 of the bloody things, but hopefully not. It's 2 seasons away, so you're looking 27 laps. You're looking around about 11 or 12 laps on the mediums, the rest on the hards. Sort of 15, 16 laps on hards, rest mediums, etc., etc. You're not going to see anybody two-stop, I don't think. I don't think it's really worth it. You've got 17 drivers on track, so the only way you might see a two-stop is if you get a really early safety car and somebody towards the back opts to pit to get onto a fresh set of tyres, and then effectively they two-stop. But normal racing conditions, safety car free race, I don't think for a second we'll see a safety car. Sorry, it will see a two-stop. I actually liked this track last season because it was on the 2021 game. Almost everybody apart from me and just one or two others basically avoided the hard tyres like the plague. They did not like to use them at all on the 2021 game. But France was one of the rare tracks in the game where actually the hard tyres were really useful in last season's game. So I loved using the hard tyres, but almost nobody did, and you could pretty much soft medium every track in a way, so it didn't really matter. That's not an option this year. So they're lined up. That's a pretty good view. 2, 3, 4, 5. And away we go. And Matex did react quicker. So that visibly, the cars did flicker a little bit due to connection, but we saw that Matex got away, and into the lead he goes. Zeus P2, Kermit up to third. Nunez fourth. Picoloco's just gone back into fifth ahead of Winter Place. Currently in sixth. And Picoloco now gets back ahead of Nunez as well. Although they're still battling at the moment. So I think Picoloco will hold that that place. Picoloco, of course, started on the hard tyres. He's the highest of the hard tyre starters, so doing well at the moment. Nunez coming under pressure now from Winter Place. He was in that position a lot last night, and it was a very difficult place to be, I'm not going to lie. So far, touch wood when I say this, but so far everybody's gotten round okay, everybody's gotten round fine. No sudden big drops as Hammy gets ahead of Glitch for P9. He'll look to start moving up through the order as best he can. As Drummy also makes up a place. Sapmanotto a good start as well, up 3 places. Little touch between the two there. Hopefully that didn't damage the front wing. No, it didn't by the looks of it, so I think we're okay. It's hard to know where to watch exactly at the moment. As you can see visually, they are all so close to each other. Really difficult to know exactly where to watch, so we'll probably be best off with the front runners at the moment. But Zeus has gotten back into P1, so he's gotten back ahead of Matex as we do finally get a yellow flag. I'm looking, it's Baz. Oh, Baz, who had I think probably the best qualifying I've ever seen him have, but unfortunately he's had a spin in turn 1, 2, and has dropped down to the back. Zeus though, he's gotten back into the lead. He's creating a little bit of a gap. He's not out to 1 second yet, but he'd love to be out to 1 second by the end of this lap if he can. It's just, you want to get out to 1 second, but at the same time, there's not much point in absolutely burning your energy in order to do that. It's not that easy to gain energy back in this game, and so once it's gone really. And it's invaluable for the rest of the race. So you want to stick with it, but leave them alone a little bit for a little bit, the leaders, because they're pretty settled in. There's a little gap has appeared between 3rd and 4th, so Kermit to Picoloco, although Picoloco doing his best to try and close that down. Obviously, again, he did start on the hard tyres, so it's understandable. But he could well play into his hands later in the race. So at the moment, Piccoloco, without doubt, is in a very strong position right now. He's just over a second off the guys in front of the top three, but a healthy 8 attempts to the car behind him as well, who's having enough trouble of his own at the moment. Nunez in holding off Winter Place, so Baz has just made a place up as he endeavours to get back onto racing terms. And, well, he is already on racing terms. He's only 2 seconds off of Harry, who's the back of the main field, really. So it's not, it's certainly not all lost for Baz yet. There's plenty of racing left in this. As Hammy just there in the background gets ahead of CSR for P7. Winter Place just seems to come out a bit awkward there, but it's covered it, and away we go in a way. Kermit still, well, the top three still very much carrying on. Piccoloco still remains just over a second away from them, so he's not losing any time. And I think he'd be happy with that. Again, as much as he'd love to get back within the second so that he can reach the DRS, if at this stage of the race he's not really losing any time to them, I think he'd be pretty happy with that overall. Obviously it's later in the stint. When you start getting to around about lap 8, his hard tyres will start really coming into their own against the mediums, as the mediums go into the final part of their stint. He's going to come under attack here, Piccoloco, from Nunez, who's had the move done before the braking zone, so up into P4 for the Mercedes man. Nice move, nice overtake. Piccoloco didn't really look like he was too worried about defending it. Again, being on the hard tyres, completely different strategy. And ultimately, it's probably not worth the time loss that he would sustain in fighting these people, these drivers for position at the moment. Nunez runs a bit wide there, and Piccoloco right back onto the back of him, so sets a free yellow. Looking down at the track map, I can't see what it is. I'm not sure, was it glitch maybe? I'm not sure. You can see now that Nunez has gotten ahead and they're all fighting a little bit. The gap to the front three is starting to open up, and for me, at the moment, that gap for Piccoloco is 3 seconds, and for me, I think he needs to stay within 3 seconds of the front three to have a chance of beating them today. But we'll see. It could all change very quickly as his hard tyres begin to come back to him. So Annie on the back of this as well. So this is that same battle. That is Piccoloco seeing the Ferrari just ahead. Looks like he's going to get taken by Winter Place. Hammy's going to have a look as well. On the outside of this flat out right-hander. Better angle, but it didn't really work. You see now, I promise you, Piccoloco is a very quick driver, so it just goes to show the advantage that the mediums have got at the moment, in my opinion. So again, he's just got to carry, just keep going, Piccoloco. He's as long as he gets to the end of the race, doesn't have any incidents or anything like that, and he doesn't pick up penalties, he's guaranteed a good result today, in my opinion. But see in a way how it goes. What about any other battles we got going on? Drummy's onto the back of Zachman, who's really had a good start. He's up 6 places at the moment. Zachman, so he's had a very good start to this race. Oh, but Drummy's hit the back of him. It doesn't seem to have affected Zachman. He's carried on, but Drummy has lost. Is it just a right end plate, or is it actually taking the front wing? No, it's just the end plate, I think. That will be a pit stop required, and he started on the hards, Drummy, so kind of messes him up. He hasn't really got. That can be one of the problems with starting on hards. I prefer to start on hards, but because ultimately I do think it's the better way to go, hard to medium, but it does bring its own risks, and that is one of them. He has to pit for a new wing now, but he has to go to medium or soft. So he's effectively forced into a 2-stop now, and he's going to take a time hit for the new wing as well. As is that Hammy just made up 2 places? It was indeed. So Hammy up to P4. Now then, he's going to have Winter Place coming in now. So Winter Place gets up and just to rub salt in the wound for Drummy. He picks up a 5-second penalty entering the pits. Look at this. I think we'll stick with this for a bit. The battle here superb at the moment. Hammy looking very racy, isn't he? Like the real Hamilton. Oh, goodness me, I've cursed him. Sorry, Hammy. Get himself going again. I don't think he's going to drop any further positions, is he? Oh, that was not Hammy's best moment there. That was one of the worst track rejoins I've ever seen. Just drive straight in front of the other guy. I know you'd normally ghosted, and I think he was probably expecting to be ghosted, to be fair to him. And that's why you've got to be a little bit careful about it, isn't it? You've just got to, yeah, you just got to be aware. But never mind. At least Zachman didn't actually hit him. He managed to go around him, so no issues. They are fighting here though. How are we trying to get that place back? Zachman goes to the inside, holds it. They have a little bit of a cuddle, I think. So Hammy does, in the end, hold the position. He's just looking to get back up to speed, Hammy, isn't he? He's 8 seconds down now on CSR. There's a lot of racing left yet, and Hammy's got the pace that he can get back up the field. So let's pick a loco. Oh, little tap. Oh, and this time they're both round. Oh, that's a reset to track there from Nunez. Don't reset to track, Nunez. He is new. He is a new driver, so perhaps doesn't know, but yeah, you're not allowed to reset to track. In all fairness, well, what do you guys think? Do you think that was one person's fault? Do you think it was a racing incident? I think it would probably go down as a racing incident, but so yeah, it's always difficult going through corners like that, and the driver on the inside always, the possibilities can end up going out wide into the car outside, but then the car outside's got to leave plenty of room, and yeah, it's always one of those. I think, in my opinion, that would probably go down as a racing incident, to be honest. But of course, you only get the very quick look at we get at it. Harry, for whatever reason, is ghosting, so he's just disappeared again. Does this guy ever finish a race? Just seems to disappear every time I watch, every time I commentate. So top 3 still as is, and So he picks up a penalty, so does Nunez, and Johnny's got that 5 seconds. Strummy actually makes up a place and gets ahead of El Blakio. Oh yes, El Blakio had pitted actually at some point earlier in the race, so... No, he hadn't. No, we're on lap 9. No, he hadn't. My apologies. It's just confusing me, so we're on lap 9 and it says 7 lap old hards, but it's because he hadn't crossed the line yet. Makes sense. Top 3 still following each other. Checo and Ghost Rider going at it now. Teammates last season, of course, weren't they? Checo and Ghost Rider were Ferrari teammates last season. So fighting each other this season. And I would argue as well that actually the two of them, going by the way they both performed last season in a Ferrari, they are likely to see each other quite a lot through the season. Checo and Ghost Rider. So that could be an interesting little battle for the season, actually, for the midfield. We got a pitter, so Zach, well, he started on the hards, Zach, so it's going to be a long medium stint. No, it's not, it's going on the softs. I think you just thrown your race. What is going on? He needs a new, okay, he needed a new wing. I hadn't realised that. I think I'd have still gone to mediums and tried to see out the remainder of the race, though. I don't think I'd have... He's got to stop again now, and that's just race over. So, unless it's a safety car, but I think I'd have still tried to see out the remainder of the race and just to see it and to see if I could get there and maybe nick a point or two at the back end of the points. But yeah, for me, that's just the end of his race now. I think we'll see towards the end. He's also going to be very quick on this next stint. No, Ghost Rider's going at it with Glitch this time. Glitch gets up into P10, and oh, Ghost Rider, his attempts to defend, picks up a penalty. And, we are now at the point where we should start seeing some medium drivers pit in. Well, wouldn't you believe... How do you do this, boys? Come on. All 3 of you at the same time? That's insane. How does one of them not think... How did Kermit not think to himself, yeah, I'll stay out. The other 2 come in, I'll stay out and try and overcut them. That really surprises me. That really does. Look at this on the exit as well. Oh my goodness. They're going to get separated by on the exit. Glad I stuck with them now. Right into this battle between Checo, Glitch, Ghost Rider, and they are all in amongst it. They've all come out the pits right on that battle. So Zeus, well, this is a real chance for Zeus, who, okay, he's P4 at the moment, but effectively he's leading this race. But this is a massive chance for Zeus to get away. Although I say that, Matex is already into P5 now. But it's certainly a chance for the pair of them to get away from Kermit. I know when Kermit watches this back, he's going to really wish he'd pitted. Oh, who's that? That's Zeus! Oh, dear. He's out of spin. Can you believe it? As Winter Place picks himself up 5 seconds heading into the pits. CSR follows him. I wonder if this... I hate this pit stop here. It's actually a really long pit stop here. It's so hard to gauge exactly where they come out. But it's quite clear Matex would go through. It's very clear that Kermit is going to go through. Didn't look like that spin would have cost Zeus so much time that he wouldn't get out. Get through. Yeah, there's Zeus. Just about gets through past Winter Place. They're going to have a horrible time getting through all this traffic. So that basically what's happened is these guys on hard tyres, who started the race on hards, have literally managed to hold on to the front guys just enough that they were just about within pit stop range. And the guys at the front that pitted, well, all of them would be centre, should have left it another lap. And then they'd come out clear ahead of them. Checo is coming under attack again from Ghost Rider and Baz as well. Well, Baz, if you remember, was the driver that dropped all the way down to the back. So this is a fantastic recovery from Baz. Back up to P6 already. Okay, yeah, he's got a pit. But still with 3 drivers ahead of him. And some, well, yeah, still some drivers behind that got to pit. As Zeus has caught this now. He's back up onto this battle now, and he's got to get past as fast as possible. It's right needing to get past as fast as possible, but at the end of the day, don't ruin yours and someone else's race doing it. Just take your time, get through safely. That's the main thing. But, I know Zeus is bound to be frustrated at this point, but still guaranteed a really good result today as long as he just carries on. Guaranteed a podium. In my eyes, he's guaranteed a podium. So there's no way Piccoloco stays ahead of him when he pits. And I'm pretty sure the gap's going to be too big to make up. So, there's a retirement. We've lost a McLaren. Drummy. Sorry, Alfa Romeo. It's in the pits, actually. He has driven into the pits and retired. For whatever reason. And off he goes. Chance to lose him, but go. Winter Place gets past Checo. So Winter Place is pitted to fresh mediums. So a bit interesting. Again, it's really early doors. I'm guessing the Winter Place is thinking, yeah, in comes Piccoloco as well. So these guys are looking to do less laps on the hards than they do on the mediums. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. Yes, they can get to the end from here. I'm not going to suggest they can't. They can. It's just towards the end they may be struggling a bit, but I think ultimately what they're thinking, or what Winter Place is certainly thinking, I think, is to make, can he make enough time up in the earlier part of the stint to make it so that the loss later on doesn't really matter so much. He's definitely on for a podium, isn't he? He's in with a shout for a podium. The fact he's got a penalty probably means it's not likely, but he's got a chance. And we saw earlier on that the mediums definitely kept the advantage over the hards for around about 8 laps. So Tammy makes up a place. He's now back into P9. He's in the points. Plenty of drivers ahead of him still to pit as well. So Hammy making his way back up nicely. As we have hit the halfway point of this race. Through the field. It's not the only battle going on. We got got Checo going past Baz. Oh, Baz had an instant. He has. Oh, and he was recovering so well. Doesn't look like it's cost him too badly, but into the pits comes Checo. And I think that's a good shape from Checo. It just depends where he comes out. He could have some traffic. Yeah, I think he is going to come out behind may not be too close to us, so he might have a bit of space to go into, actually. He's behind Harry, but Harry's ghosted, so... Yeah, actually, Checo's got a nice bit of space ahead of him to drive into. So, he's effectively fighting Ghost Rider here, I think. So, okay, sector 3 yellow. The only issue that was El Blakio. He's the only one in sector 3, but he's supposed to be absolutely fine to me, so... Don't know what that was all about. Winterplay still very much stuck on the back of Zeus's gearbox. So, Zeus clearly really good pace, isn't he? There's no doubt about that. Ghost Rider is in, so he's reacting to Checo. We'll see if that works for him. Well, he should be mighty close. It's Hammy then. I thought he was going to be doing alright once it all unfolded, and he's back in the P5. And yeah, he's got a penalty, but so are the guys either side of him, so they're very much fighting. I know Winter Place's penalty's 5 seconds, so I don't want to... Oh, Winter Place has spun it! Yeah, it's put Nunez off a bit as well, and Nunez went a bit wrong, but is he going again? He is. He's got going again, and he's dropped to P9. He's going to have to fight his way back up a bit. It's a shame for Winter Place. He was starting to look good on those mediums. And just looking down, by the way that unfolded further down, Ghost Rider did get out the pits ahead of Checo. So it looks like they are close. Checo's only 1.2 behind him, and Ghost Rider will still be heating those tyres up at the moment. Checo just needs to get... He must get within the 1 second before Ghost Rider gets those tyres heated up. So, we know ahead of him, Baz has still got a pit. They'll both get ahead of Baz when he pits. That's guaranteed. Winter Place drops again. He's had another spin. Well, he's gone from running P4 right on the back of the Ferrari. And he's round again. And those tyres are... just, yeah, at this point they are just so hot that they are saying... they can't run when they're like that, and he's round again. Look, he's right next to the pits. He may as well pit and stick a new set on, because go and get the fastest lap or something into place. So actually lots of pitters going on. So Baz is in, Zachman is in. Zachman is exiting now. There in the background is Bob Dylan. I'm getting a bit confused here. Right, so Baz is in. Right, so Ghost Rider and Checo did get ahead, as I suggested. So they are now up into the points. And Baz will look to see if he can do anything about them. But they do have actually gotten ahead by 10 seconds, so that's going to be difficult. Zachman... Yeah, see what I mean? It's that pit stop earlier on. He went to softs. That's what I said. For me, he should have gone to mediums and tried to push him out. He'd be probably right now. I'm just looking at this. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He'd certainly be up around P8. This Hammy is in. Do you need a new wing? Sticking a set of softs on. With 10 laps to go. Those softs ain't going to enjoy 10 laps. I can tell you that now. Softs will not enjoy doing 10 laps around France. That surprised me. I don't understand that pit stop. I'm just a bit confused there. I don't understand why he's just pitted. But, well, each to their own. See if we can fight back up. And it might be good for us because it might give us some battles because it's just looking like it's separating all out a bit at the moment. So might give us a few battles as he makes his way back up. But I think the problem he's going to have is that the guys ahead of him, so Checo and Ghost Rider are both still on fresh mediums. Glitch is, oh, yeah, the guy's hard. I think the problem for Hammy is that this pit stop's so close to the when the guys ahead of him have pitted. His softs are going to deteriorate, and he's not going to actually have a tyre advantage for that long, really. So, oh, his winter place, I think. Has he had enough? I don't know where that is. Is it a safety car or is it a virtual? I can't see an actual safety car. I think it's a virtual. Oh, that must be a safety car there. We've only got... No, what I thought was a safety car is Haas, so... my apologies to Haas. that's not to say like the Haas was slow or anything. Yeah, DRS enabled, so it was just a virtual safety car. We are going again. So it was on track there. No, it lost winter place, but probably absolutely pumping it to try and do the fastest lap, I expect. So, we're just struggling a bit at the moment for any battles going on. Slackman possibly. Nunez has pitted as well. Oh, he's just crashed as well. That could be a safety car. Let's see. It's just showing a yellow flag. See, I told you, this is why we should like France. Well, that's a shame. You know, wish he hadn't pitted. Why did he pit? Why are these guys pitting? I don't understand it. Have you given me any answers? Any clues? No. Hammy gets ahead of Checo, teammates in a way, so that was never going to be... Checo was never going to be putting up too much of a fight there. Big Loco adds himself to the list of drivers who have picked up penalties. So Hammy picks up 3 seconds. So Hammy now up on close to back of Ghost Rider. As I said, the only thing I don't. Well, we'll see how he gets on. But my prediction is that I don't think Hammy can get any higher than 7th. I think Ghost Rider is the limit here because the next car ahead is 6 seconds up the road. And that's basically the amount of laps he's going to have to catch him. So he's going to have to gain a second a lap on somebody who's done 8 laps on hards. With his softs deteriorating so fast per lap. Always a little bit of a boost when you see the car ahead's ERS light flashing. Very nicely there. Just winter place leaves us. Unlucky winter place today. You were looking fantastic in P4 when you were on the back of Zeus at that point. So, well, just to update on the battle at the front, by the way, obviously, if you remember what happened after they all finally came out of the pits and they were all spread out and they all come out in this big battle that was going on further down the field, and Zeus that was out first, and unfortunately he had a spin, which means he's now running on, still in the podium. He's still on the podium in P3, and it's still a great day for Ferrari. So it's not as good as it could have been, but it's still a very good day for them. But it has allowed Matex since then. Once he got up into the lead, had a clear track ahead of him. He's now pulled out 11 seconds to Kermit, and driving absolutely brilliantly, it's got to be said. Other standout, I've been impressed today with Kermit. I think he's another one that's driven a very good race. Zeus's pace has impressed me, no doubt about that. Just unfortunate to see the mistakes. Hammy really went on him then, didn't it? Make sure he took front wing off. Oh no, don't do that, Hammy. Hammy, you officially suck, and if you were in my league, I would kick you out right now. I'm sorry, but that is so wrong. So Hammy, in frustration, retires out, smashes the wall, retires himself out, brings out a safety car, which is going to bring everybody back together. That is so wrong. Well, I don't know, mate, to be honest. Regards to fastest lap, but that's. I think you're going to find it's going to get beaten in a way, mate. So, because they're all going to come in for soft tyres. Right then. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I really don't get that. I really don't get that. Anyway, the top three now all on fresh, soft tyres. I'm not quite sure how Zeus managed to get ahead of Kermit. But of course he has the penalty. Let's have a look at the penalties. Zeus on 3 seconds. Vicar Loco on 3 seconds. Ghost Rider. Well, in fact, all the penalties are 3 seconds. So Ghost Rider's got a free. Baz free. Zapman free. And Loco leaves the session. Coming to your rescue, Picky Loco, I will bite you. Last seen 3 days ago, well, interesting. Um, okay, well, already catching back up. We're certainly going to have some action for the remaining time. Just trying to remember if the safety car will stay out. I think it will stay out and do lap 25. So I'm looking down and Blakeo has got a little way to catch up, yeah, and Bob Dylan has. So it's given those two a great chance for points today, though. Two drivers ahead of them on 3-second penalties. So and Harry, he's not been there all race. Oh goodness knows. I've never seen the guy finish. I don't think I've ever seen the guy finish 5 laps, let alone a race. So the question's got to be posed to him: why does he keep doing this? It's there for things to worry about for after the race, not. No. It's some good string debuts in a way from Sam. I've been really impressed with Zachman. He's had a really good race. I didn't quite understand what happened. I think, well, no, he did. No, he pitted early, didn't he? Because he had to. He started on the hards, but he needed a new front wing, so he pitted because of that. And unfortunately, for me, he just went to the wrong tyres. Obviously, his race could have been a bit different, but he's still doing well. He's in P11. He's only got 3 seconds. And like everyone else, he's going to have a chance to make some places up. So some of these guys might have driven last week, but I'm not sure. Zeus I know I have seen before, but he's still relatively new in my eyes, and he's been superb. There's no doubt he's got pace. Well, he's got the pace to match Matex, to be honest, but obviously had a bit of a mistake today, but we'll see moving forward, of course, if that's a regular occurrence or whether it was just a blip today. Hopefully that's the case. But there's some great races out there. CSR ZP I've not seen before, I don't think. P5, penalty free, doing really well. Glitch is doing well, 6th, penalty free again. Checo up from like 15th, is it? Yeah, up from 16th, in fact, up 8 places. Harry's AI was doing a lot better than Harry was, in a way. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry, Harry, if you listen to it, I'm joking. Baz as well. Where would he be if he didn't have that spin early doors? Yeah, great recovery to pick up points from where he ended up. Safety car in this lap, in a way. Quite a lot of the laps to do yet. Still got the whole set to 3 to do. So, yeah, I've been impressed with Piccoloco as well. I enjoyed watching him today. So he was on the opposite tyres, just dropped back a little bit in a sort of lap or so stint where a few cars got past him, but he stuck with it. And it was paying off for what was a guaranteed P4, but of course with the penalty, he might drop down a bit now, but I think he could still be proud of his drive. It's one of those things, a lot of racers don't get it, but there's a lot more to racing than simply being the fastest guy on the track. It's right being the fastest, but if you spin if you spin twice a race, you won't win many races, will you? So it's away we go, in a way, and Matex holds on to it. Zeus is challenging him. Both seem to have gotten away quite nicely for Kermit, but Kermit can't let that gap grow too much. You'd imagine it would be almost impossible for Zeus to create a 3-second gap to Kermit, just simply because it's 2 laps. We've all got fresh tyres on, so at the moment Just two battles. It's hard to know which one to watch because you got Piccoloco attacking Kermit as well. In the background there we are. Here they are. Oh, I think there's been a bit of contact. Oh, that's a shame. Piccoloco's ended up off track. Difficult to know exactly where to watch right now. I think let's go to the two leaders as Zeus continues to pour the pressure on Matex. And you put yourself in Zeus' shoes, so what he doesn't know, from what he doesn't, he knows he's got a 3-second penalty. What he doesn't know is how many warnings Matex is on. Now, nor do I haven't looked, so what he can try and do is try and put some pressure on Matex and see if he can get him to skip a corner or two and pick up a 3-second penalty, and then he can actually fight him for the win. But Matex is generally too wise for that, if I'm honest. And I think, looking at this now, I think it looks to me like Zeus is maybe settled now. Kermit, not under attack anymore, of course, is going to hold that gap reasonably well. But of course, Zeus has gotten very close to picking up those 3 seconds that he needed to keep the position. But they've still got the slightest clue how they managed to switch over in the pit stops. But did somehow. Who's going to benefit? Kermit should move up to P2. Checo will get ahead of Ghost Rider on penalty. And Bob Dylan's going to benefit. He's going to go up to... I think he's going to go up to P8. So, in a way, let's get to the front and say congratulations to Matex, who's driven an absolutely super race. Unlucky Zeus, who drops down to P3, but still holds a podium, gets a podium. Unlucky to him, but did drive, again, he did drive a really good race. Kermit, also P2 after the penalty for Zeus. So, again, brilliant race from Kermit. CSR, penalty free, P4, a really good result. He's the guy on track actually that's probably had quite a quiet race in terms of we've not seen him very much on the stream, and he's kept it penalty free and he's just got on with it, and ultimately he's found himself on, well, just outside the podium. So I think I'm going to give him my driver of the day as well. So CSR ZP or whatever it is my driver of the day for today. Obviously with a huge shout out to Matex and Kermit as well. They both drove brilliantly for P1 and P2. I'll do the proper rundown in just a moment after they've finished wetting each other. Right, so Matex wins from second on the grid. Also takes fastest lap, 33.010. Kermit attacks P2, Zeus P3, CSR P4, and my driver today, Glitch in P5, and also a fantastic race from Glitch, by the way, and Checo, both of you two. I actually feel slightly harsh now on Checo that I've not given him driver today. No, I'm gonna stick to my guns and give it to CSR. But with a huge shout out to Checo, those also done absolutely superb, up 10 places, brilliant. I'm sure the game must have given it to him. Ghost Rider P7, Bob Dylan in 8, Zachman 9, Piccoloco 10, Baz 11, El Blakio 12, Harry was a DNF, and all the rest DNF, they're all on the screen there. I'm not going to get for any of these. Damn it. Sorry to the stewards. If it turns out you need any of those, I didn't get through. Um, quick summary of the race. It was a brilliant race. Really good fighting pretty much throughout the whole thing. Just there was a there, I can't think what I was going to say. So, no, there was really good battles going on early doors for the first stints. The pit stops were outstanding. I loved the pit stops, the way people were coming out, the way the top three came out into traffic, the way they did made it really exciting. That was brilliant and great to watch back. So, please do watch that. That was quite funny actually, the way that happened. I do feel for Zeus that unfortunate to spin on I think it was on the outlet. Um, but ultimately, man, you clearly got the pace to fight with Matex going forward. So I hope to see that throughout the season. Would be awesome, please. Um, Other than that, then obviously there's the moment for the safety car. Look, it'll get looked at. I'm sure it'll get looked at. Um, but the safety car ultimately changed things and brought everybody back together. Penalties played a big part at the end. But a really good race, really fun race, and that's why I like France, because as a commentator, it's always one of the best races of the season, always. Um, so yeah, I enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. Anyway, congratulations to our top three, and to CSR for the driver of the day as well. With a huge shout out to Checo as well. Um, okay, guys, well, we'll be back obviously for round three, same time next week, 6 o'clock. We don't have to worry about whether England's playing or not anymore. So, um, uh, oh, um, awesome. I'm back up literally in 10 minutes. So I'll be back live probably in just over 5 minutes. Ready for another stream. Short qualifying 50% race, and I'll be back with you there for HRF1. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you next week for another instalment of Wheel Spin Racing. Good night, God bless. See you at 8 if you fancy it.